It's your boy Step Back Magic. Just got a new gimbal tool, new camera. Well, it's a cell phone. I'm just trying this shit out. I figure I might as well get busy, get you interested in the real talk of basketball. Salute you. Danny Ainge putting in work with the Jazz. We seen the trade. We talked a little bit about that. Your boy Mitchell gets over to the Cavaliers, and Garland is the big man that gets over to Utah Jazz. They both got the wings to fly, fly like an eagle. They're gonna get busy, and I like those moves for both sides. But at the end of the day, the trades before that, the one with Gobert, is the one that most interests me. Do you know why? Let me tell you what the Minnesota Timberwolves have been doing this offseason. Alex Rodriguez, I salute you for putting in the work. My man, it is triumphant how you moving the waves. Let's get started and take a peek. Look at the roster instead of look at the face. Here we go. I'm going to start with the transactions. When you talk about busyness, let's just go through it one by one. Minnesota didn't start till about July, after 4th of July, and you start seeing moves. The Rudy Gobert trade was big, right? They lost Pat Beverly, Malik Beasley, and a couple other big points in Leandro Balmero, bench player. I like Jared Vanderbilt's energy. He's going to be incredible for that team. They also lost the rights to Walker Kessler and a lot of draft picks. I thought it was too much. I thought it was way too much from the draft pick perspective. I don't know how Towns is going to line up with Gobert, but moves happen, right? You keep going and say that team is stupid. Then they sign Wendell Moore Jr., the rookie contract, basically a Beasley replacement. They re-signed Karl Anthony Towns to a long-term deal, so they're gutted to the big man, right? It's going to be the two big twin towers making noise. Then we continue to step in. Your man Kyle Anderson was brought to the table after the signing of Wendell Moore. This guy's been very productive. Jersey, stand up. Kyle Anderson with the Memphis Grizzlies gets over to the Minnesota Timberwolves, and he's got to say, okay, there goes another good bench role. Maybe Jared Bender will take over. What about the three-point shooting that Beasley brought? What about a more efficient guy in Bryn Forbes? Been around the league, went over from San Antonio, over to Denver, still trying to make moves and find a spot for himself where he can really excel with the six-man role. He even went to Milwaukee. Brittany joins the Minnesota Timberwolves, where he definitely get minutes and will need to shoot the ball well. Austin Rivers joins in the fun. Lost Pat Beverly, add on a little bit more offensive talent, but it got us long. 6'2", 6'3", still has some athleticism, still has some handle. Love this pickup. Josh Minute, very surprised in this long in the summer league. Really was attracted to what he was doing. I said, these guys know how to choose their players. I think he's going to be a valuable asset. Not sure he gets in at any time or any range other than G League, but if he does, watch out. There could be some minutes taken from some of the bench players on the Minnesota Timberwolves. We continue on. AJ Lawson signed to a two-way contract. Build that depth. And now, the last signing. Somebody is new at the GM table on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Let me tell you how scary this is. Eric Paschall is now added in as a potential bench player for the Minnesota Timberwolves. You got to love that activity from this team and making that happen. Amen. I have to be honest. I'm very surprised at the moves that your boys on the Minnesota Timberwolves is making. I got to applause to your boy, Mr. Danny Ainges at night, trying to make something happen, trying to make it right for this team and get them into a championship contention. The camera's going nuts, man. I'm trying this shit out for the first time, so bear with me, guys. Let me go over to the starting roles and kind of look at the team effort and what's going to happen, right? I keep talking about it. How is this going to play out for the squad? A lot of big men. Let's get there. Let's get there and talk. All right, this is going to be crooked a little bit. I'm going to keep it real. I still can't figure this shit out. I still cannot figure out this gimbal. And here goes the thing. Minnesota IA has an extreme amount of bench talent. Did I share the mic though? Hold on. Because that would really suck. Like when you're recording, you're not recording. Let's get there, man. I don't want to kill the video. My face is not necessarily important, but I really want to try out this camera, and we'll figure that out because this is useless, to be honest with you. Let's go to Minnesota Timberwolves. Let's take a peek at the big old roster on CBS. You know I like the CBS it, man. Nice and easy, man. I'm focused, man. Holla at me, man. Yes, sir. Let's get into the roster. Let's see if they made the moves that happened. I'm not sure about this DGI low key. Because if I can't stand this up and play it, I don't even know what the purpose or intent of this is. All right. There goes what I'm scared of. So in addition to, and I'm gonna turn off this camera, in addition to your boy, Mr. Kyle Anderson, they added on Luka Garza from the Pistons. Not sure how the Pistons let that go. CJ Ellerby off for the Blazers. Not sure why they let that one go. AJ Lawson, a big athletic player, 22 years old, may get an opportunity here. It's going to be trouble for him to make the roster. Yeah, on the return of Jake Lehman, McDaniels, Josh Jordan McLaughlin, great backup point guard, his role. Josh Minot is the big X factor out of Memphis. Boy, I don't know what I'm getting out of this kid, but he looks extremely athletic. They get the kid from Duke, Wendell Moore Jr., another solid player that's going to give you the minutes, play the defense. Got to respect that. They return Noel, then they add in Pascal. Woof. Eric Pascal is going to be a bigger sleeper for this squad. They're going to be surprised at the output they get from the kid. Now, my only issue is, oh my God, they got Spagnola. Matteo Spagnola, one of the better shooters in Europe, one of the better point guards in New York, is signed to this team. Very, very interesting on what they've done in the summertime. In addition to adding to some of these rookie young guys, they add some vets in Austin Rivers, who's going to have to play that Pat Beverly role. They keep D'Angelo Russell. They haven't really lost their core. McDaniels, Russell, Edwards, and Towns, along with Gobert, will make their core, and now they have a solid bench. Folks, if you're not watching the Timberwolves right now, I don't know what you're watching in the NBA. This is one of the scariest teams to date. The moves made, I would have thought Danny Ainge went here. Tremendous. Shout out to the Timberwolves and what noise they're making. Only I'm in these streets will see it. I'm going to give you a heads up again. It's going to be a long year for the West Coast teams if you're not healthy. And this team's perfectly formatted to make themselves happen from a potential playoff berth, maybe a playoff win for next year. Thank you. Peace.